Here's Evan Mobley. He'll be huge tonight for this team. Mitchell trying to get out of the Thompson grasp. That's an offensive foul.
Coach Biggerstaff talked about this team playing a certain style all season. That's that physicality we talk about. But the playoffs, sometimes the whistle's a little different. But they will not change their mentality at all.
They switch on defense. It's outside to Harris. His shot won't go. It's out of bounds. Urgency they need to play with, like Harden doing plays like that.
Well, James, sense of urgency tonight. They're home. You hear this crowd. You feel this crowd. They got to close the door tonight. Don't give Detroit life early. Set the tone.
Cunningham, the #1 scorer in the entire playoff landscape, will take this shot over Mitchell. The rebound by Harden. It's picked off by Thompson. Got the steal. A new shot clock. Jenkins, 3, no. Rebound, Duren gobbles up that loose ball. They need him to rebound. Outside, Jenkins, another 3. Another miss. Volleyball, and Duren was right on the doorstep. He couldn't put it in. Another offensive rebound. Cunningham to the hole.
And that right there, how does Duren impact games? You impact it through getting more possessions for your team, through hustle. That's how you work your way back into this series.
Mobley taking his time, working into...
Impressive in this playoffs. He seemed like he's getting better and better as the games go on. He's feeling more comfortable in his role with this team. But to your point, Candace, Duren just getting extra possessions. I would like to see him go and tip dunk that and get on the board early and get into this match. But his team still got on the board.
Ausar Thompson, one-on-one with Mobley in the paint with 1 to fire. Mobley the rebound. Mobley coming off a 19.8 rebound game. He'll make a move right here. Harris is on him. Mobley, rebound. Duren, he's got a couple rebounds. If he does nothing more than that and defend the rim, that would be a good night. He's really struggled in these playoffs. Jenkins, Thompson cutting. Mobley is there. Shot clock at 3. Cunningham setting up. Wade defends the 3. And another offensive rebound. Thompson that time. Cunningham outside. Trained.
One basket, he will do that.
Harden for 3. Off. Rebound. Jenkins down court. Early release. Thompson got it to go. Foul.
He's so important to this team. But rebound the ball, getting out, getting transition points is important for the Pistons.
Getting those offensive
Plays with the extra possessions.
Mobley slithers inside. The tap-in is good. There's Ausar Thompson. It's Harris. Thompson is free. The 15 assists orchestrates. After the mid-season trade, this team has thrived. He's dancing. He'll fire over Duren.
Well, I mean, this guy has logged a lot of minutes. He's done so much in his league. He can score the basketball as good as anybody that's ever touched the leather basketball. And we want to see more of that right there. Just James Harden being aggressive and being himself.
With the shot clock at 10, it's Mitchell on top. He'll make a head and shoulder fake and shoot over Tobias Harris. Got it. He's 2 games to none. Duren plows and gets it to go.
And that right there is a great sign for Duren, who's not played his best this postseason. Scoring is down, rebounding is down. How do you get it? You get it by activity, you get it by straight line drives like that.
Well, people remember, as Dennis, people remember what you do today, Candace. They don't remember what you did yesterday. So this is a whole new script for him. Tonight is the night that's the only thing he needs to focus on is tonight.
Pickpocketed by Thompson. A turnover by Harden. He'll gallop and feed. Hold on for Cunningham. The pass errant. Harden. Mobley. Mitchell. They'll torpedo his way into the paint. Rebound inside, collected by Duren. What a pace to start this one for Duren rebounds. Pickpocketed by Harden. Mitchell driving inside, up and off, and
especially late in the year when Cade Cunningham went out with that collapsed lung, where other guys had to step up. They had to guys. I'm looking at Karis LeVert to come in, make plays. Jenkins knock down shots, because we understand these minutes here in this first quarter are just as crucial as in the end of the game.
So Duren had picked up the foul. That sends Mitchell to the line. Max Strus is checked in for the Cavs. Karis LeVert is checked in for Detroit. Danis Jenkins with the ball. Again, Duncan Robinson is available after missing Game 5 with lower back pain. Here's LeVert, a former Cavalier. They chase him into the paint. An errant throw. Thompson out of bounds. Turnover.
And right there, it's just on full display. The ball starts and ends usually with Cade Cunningham in the half court. Pistons are used to playing in flow because they use their defense to ignite their transition offense. But where do you go with Cade on the bench trying to get some early rest?
Merrill is checked in for Wade. Dennis Schroeder is in the game, a former Piston. Jared Allen on top. Duran is on him. It's Harden. LeVert is there. Shot clock at 6. James sizing him up, probing on the side. The step back fadeaway. It's a 10-2 run by the Cavs.
And that right there, they are going to force James Harden to his right. Him not settling, taking the mid-range.
We couldn't ask for a better start from James Harden. 3 for 4 from the field, 7 points. You know, he's going to get into the mode as Duran gets to the paint. Love the aggression by him early. But James Harden will get to the mode where he's making everyone else better. But right now, him being aggressive to look for his own shot, calling his own number is what this team needs early on from one of their stars.
And Duran, an all-star, 4 points, 4 rebounds early. Jenkins is on Harden. It's Schroeder. It's Strus for 3. He had 6 in game 5. On the floor, look at him battle. Oh, it gets grisly in those situations. They'll call the jump ball.
And Asar Thompson understands his athleticism. No offense, Caris LeVert. Asar wants to choke.
Duncan Robinson missing last game. Obviously, they had a chance to win, but you miss a guy who can pull triggers for you, that can put 2 on the ball because of the offensive. As LeVert shoots the 3 in transition, and they're going to need more of that. But Duncan Robinson is an important player for this team because his ability to run off screens, to bring 2 to the ball, to pull triggers for other guys to get opportunities. So it's good to have him back.
What a move right there by Jared Allen. Goes into Isaiah Stewart for 2. Jared Allen will lead. Cunningham with it. Turnovers have plagued him in these playoffs. Here he goes working on the smaller Schroeder. LeVert, another 3. Rebound with a bump inside. Schroeder comes up with the theft.
That's a great group rebound right there. Donovan getting in there as well with the big guy, making sure they box out.
Mobley 3.
Zero hesitation for Mobley.
Robinson to Thompson. Stewart against Mobley. Strus tethered to Cunningham. It's a 3. Rebound Mitchell.
Give credit to Max Strus. He can't stop Cade Cunningham, but what he does, 94 feet, pick him up, makes it hard as Donovan goes coast to coast and get on the board. But Max Strus right here, just making Cade work for everything and every shot.
And I love Coach Atkinson's mentality. He let Donovan go to the bench for a little bit. Now James Harden went to the bench, and now it's Donovan's show, and he's taken over.
Robinson 4 to fire. Long shot. Strus rebound. It's off to Schroeder. It's a turnover. It's Cunningham against Mobley. The sidestep. The knock away. The block by Mobley. The block by Mobley. Inside. Good move. Got it to fall in there with a beautiful pass. And Reed, Paul Reed, converts. Reed had a terrific Game 5 a couple nights ago.
And you talk about Paul Reed's contributions in Game 5 were huge for Detroit.
Reed trying to get the rebound, controlled it. It's off to Asar Thompson. Duncan Robinson, quick 3 as he fired, and it was fouled if necessary. Wolves and Spurs, that would be on NBC. For more in these games, go to NBA. They've had 6 more shot attempts than the Cavaliers, and the bench has scored 12-0. It's a 3 rattling out that time by Mitchell.
Well, Detroit just posing their will on the defensive end of the floor. They understand what their calling card is, and then on the offensive end of the floor, they're doing a good job of getting the rebound, getting out, and getting transition. While Cleveland Cavaliers defense is not set.
Sasser to Reed. And that was over Mobley.
I just see on the half-court offense for Detroit, passing up good to get great. You see Cade came off off balance. You've seen him make those shots. Gives it up to Sasser. Sasser trusts.
There's a foul. It's on Evan Mobley as he was bulldozing down low.
And right here
on this game. This is a team in this first round. They've been here before. They're not afraid of this moment. They've seen themselves have success when they were against the wall.
Pistons on a 16-2 run. While Harden set, Cleveland -7. Cunningham dancing. Merrill is there.
He's too little.
Nothing.
He's too little.
Absolutely nothing you can do about that.
And a timeout or a foul. It is a foul.
Call at the end. Have your challenge so you can give your team an opportunity.
Harden doubled. Mitchell against Thompson. Joined by Robinson. Whacked out as he took it inside.
And be able to set your defense.
Mitchell at the line. The Cavaliers.
We're watching aggressive Donovan Mitchell. Obviously, he knows every part of this basketball floor and these rims, and he's really comfortable here. Like you said, he's averaging almost 40 here at home in this playoff series versus Detroit. But right now, James Harden is back in this game for this team. He's the settler for this team, and so Donovan knows what his responsibility is. Attack.
Cunningham. Harden is there. He'll blast his way into the paint. He's looking for Reed, and it ricochets out of bounds.
And a rare mistake. Obviously, Cade Cunningham is responsible for initiating a lot of the half-court offense, but also the Cavs. How much does them right here, another turnover that thrives off of that? He's got to be careful.
In 14 minutes, the Cavaliers have 10 turnovers. Sasser, 3, rebound. Another offensive rebound. Collected by Reed, 3, Cunningham, good. Oh, they just grabbed this game by the throat. Squeezing right now.
Detroit Pistons are playing with. They're playing with desperation. They're playing with the confidence of knowing that they've already seen themselves be successful in this moment.
Nice defense inside. Cleveland has had 1 field goal the last 5.5 minutes. They go in there. The ball knocked away at the stripe. Detroit on a 21-4 run. They've had 21 points, 7 shots. And they regain their footing after trailing earlier by 6.
Well, D-Wade, you alluded to that Orlando Magic game where Detroit was down 24 points in the first half, and it looked like it was all but confetti falling. Well, they put a lid on the Orlando Magic basket, and they hung their hat on their defense, and that's what they're doing here early in the second quarter.
It's on top to Harden. He's got 7. Here goes Mitchell. Right into the defense of Robinson. 11 for Donovan Mitchell.
Well, Don, the last couple possessions doing what he's supposed to do. Put his head down, attack the defense, make them make a mistake, and they need to obviously get to the free throw line. Want to see the ball go through, but everybody continue to play Cavs basketball. Make sure everybody's touching the ball. Right now, James is setting the plate, understanding that Don is the most explosive guy on the floor right now for the Cavaliers.
Mitchell exploding into the paint, but couldn't finish. Here goes Thompson, glides and scores.
And that right there, defense to offense for Detroit. Get a stop, get down, and use your athletes.
It's Mobley on top. Reed is there. 8 to play in the half. Merrill. Harris back in. Allen back in. Merrill, 3. No. And Thompson, here come the boos showering down. And a violation on the list of defenders await. And another whistle. Shot clock at 2. He's got a fire. Sets up on the fly. It's picked up by Thompson. They can't set the defense. Here come the Pistons. And inside they go. It's Reed out of bounds.
You just want to see Cleveland clean things up a little bit. Obviously, you know, with 10 points, you're within striking distance, but it's time to limit the mindless mistakes right now. Execute, get good shots on offense, and rebound the basketball when he missed like that, and get back into this game.
Schroeder against Jenkins. It's a 3 by Merrill. Timeout, Detroit. There's some full court pressure on Cunningham. This is what they did. There's a foul on Schroeder. But when they did that
fourth quarter, he doesn't have the legs that he necessarily normally has.
It's Durant. Harden will meet him. It's LeVert. Strus is there.
LeVert.
Off the bench. Wow.
Well, he knows, he understands that this team needs another guy to come off the bench and heat it up.
Wade. Cunningham. Under 6 to go in the second quarter.
I've been sitting on the D. Wade reference until Dean Wade knocks down a shot.
Durant with impunity down the lane.
That's
no
what we
one
want to
touched
see.
him.
That's what we want to see. Get the ball, Dorian, and be aggressive. These guys that are in front of you, when you get the ball, normally guards. Put your shoulder down and go to the basket.
Harden ramming his way and then feeding out of a double team, and Wade at 3.
And D. Wade for 3.
Well, he's shooting the 3 ball like I shot in the playoffs over my career, about 40% in the playoffs. That's how the Wades do it.
Okay, humble brag, I see you. Okay.
Harris. Durant. And a winning #1 seed, 60-win season. But in these playoffs against Orlando, they answered.
They are. And the regular season is one season. The playoffs is another season. And so they have to figure out who they are in this round against Orlando, that they wasn't ready for the moment. They showed us that they are. But it's not going to be perfect. They're going to show you that they're going to muck the game up. It's going to be physical, and they're going to find a way.
Well, there are some areas in the playoff where the game slows down in the half court. The Pistons scoring 8 less points in the paint. How do you generate more paint points? You do it in transition, and you do it through your defense.
Here's some of that transition here. It's Tobias Harris, a veteran, against the 17-year veteran Harden. Rebound Mitchell.
And Tobias has had a couple of those, and I know he wants back, that have gone off the rim. As Cade Cunningham shows that he's not just
by being into the ball, like even with James Harden, he would get over the screen in the backcourt, and just those small things right there, man, just extra effort giving you extra possessions.
Oh, Cunningham lacing a triple.
He's good.
And the thing I have been so impressed with him, and his coach J.B. Bickerstaff told us before, the moment is never too big for Cade Cunningham. He always rises to the occasion, and he's calm, cool, and collected.
It's Allen on a beautiful scoop pass inside from Donovan Mitchell. Cunningham the other way. Cade with 13. Lost it. Mitchell on the move, slicing down the lane, rejected. What great defense by Durant. The other way they come, but the errant pass, another turnover by the Pistons. They could not catch up to it. At the
opportunities like that in transition.
And they've shown that no lead is safe. We've seen it in this series and the other series.
Whoa, beautiful stroke by.
Performance last game, 6 for 8 from 3, 20 points. But, you know, he's making so much impact on the floor. The ball is not going in. And that's the other option that the Cavs need. That's what we're looking for the Pistons. Continue to step up in that way for their others as well.
Detroit in the second quarter, 8 of 12. Crossover, 3, Cunningham, bullseye.
Absolutely nasty. Get on his coattails and ride forever.
Mobley to Allen.
That's a great slip right there by Evan Mobley. Him and James Harden's connection has been incredible. I think Mobley's game has went to another level since James' arrival. But just a great two-man from the bigs once Mobley got it. He's a playmaker as well.
Harris the 3. Rebound Harden. Quick outlet to Mobley. Broke free. Tries to dive. Foul called.
In 19 minutes.
I think Cade understands he can come on a roll and walk out of here with a dub to push this to a Game 7.
Harden got it on the miss. Swoosh! Rebound gobbled up by Durant. He's got 6. Thompson back in. Durant in the middle. The red-hot Cunningham on the side. LeVert on top. Durant trundles his way down the lane.
And that in-out cross got his tongue hanging down. That's the mojo that you want from Jay Durant.
That's the swagger we need to see right there. That's the all-star player that we saw this year. Just being aggressive, doing all the little things as well on the floor, rebounding, blocking shots.
And he's got 9 points and 6.
To this team, and it's not just on the offensive end of the floor. It's what he can do on the entire end on the entire side of both of these.
Mobley hits the second. And the Cavs trying to chip away at that one-time 12-point Piston lead. Down to 8. Cunningham red hot. 16 points. Stolen. Mitchell. He'll come in hot and high.
And right there, Donovan Spider Mitchell making a play on the defensive end to stop a Detroit run, which ignites his others to do the same.
Harden, Struz, Harden, diving, plummets, leans, feeds, foul.
At the same time is what this Cavs team needs.
Playoff scoring. It's Harden. It's Mitchell. Carving, feeding, Struz, 3.
And those are plays that Donovan Mitchell shows that he trusts his teammates. He gets into the paint, he could have finished, he kicks it out for an easy 3. That's the growth of Donovan Mitchell.
Levert knocked away at the line. Oh my goodness. Harden the other way. The bump into Robinson. And stolen right there by the hustling Levert.
What a recovery by Levert.
Duncan Robinson, 3. No. It's out of bounds. It's saved by Struz. Cleveland controls with about 2-second difference. Game clock, shot clock.
Nice for a better half. Both these teams giving everything they have. As Don has an opportunity in the Cavs to take it into the break, down 1 or tied.
Struz, 3. No. It's a rebound, reeled in that time by Tobias Harris. Will not count even if it went, and that's it. Cleveland ends the first half on a 7-0 run. 60-win season, down 3 games to 2, has it first. Danis Jenkins, Cunningham, 16 in the first half. Duran is back in stride. Fake, Cunningham fires and nails the 3.
And that's the poise that I'm talking about. He's not going to take contested shots. I mean, this guy. Hey.
I just love the offense coming out, ball movement, making the Cavs defense, as Don sets for 3, making the Cavs defense move, rotate. That's what you have to do if you're Detroit, making sure that they're not just able to load up.
Mobley in, right into Harris. Jump ball.
Ball and causing this opportunity right here.
It should be noted coming in. Here comes Harris out of that jump ball. Mitchell is riding him. Got it.
And that right there is a ball that the Cavs have to win. The ball was out there. Nobody went to go get it.
Oh, count it. Mitchell on the floor.
Always up to see how the defense is going to rotate. Where are their hands? Where are their feet placed at? And he takes advantage of it.
The first 4 points scored by the Pistons. A move here by Harden. Got a hand on it defensively once, twice. Another one.
Kevin Biggs hate that. When they do their job.
And now, +3, Detroit in this third quarter. So for the series, it's +25 for the Cavs in the third. Let's see what happens. Cunningham is in. And it goes out. Jenkins on the fly. Hits the shot. It's a triple.
And there had to be conversations by the Pistons in halftime that they have to start the second half better to be able to give themselves a chance.
Harden lost the ball. A turnover there. Duran, 3-on-2. Harris on the wing. The collision while airborne into Mobley.
But also, fortunately, James Harden will be taller than everyone else. And so we want to see James rise to the level that we've seen James for so many years and in certain moments throughout his career.
10-1 in this quarter, Detroit. Mobley on top. And Harris will defend. Evan Mobley fouled as he fired.
And right there, you're seeing
the game at the line, 6 of 6. They have gone since 4 of 9 beyond prime. And a game 7 if necessary, Minnesota, San Antonio. on NBC. And Sunday, the possibilities in the playoffs. Asar Thompson. Cunningham's got 19. It's Thompson with the ball. Jenkins with it. Shot clock at 5. Steers his way into the paint. The biggest lead for the Pistons tonight.
And different guys are stepping up at different moments. We saw Caris LeVert had his moment. Duncan Robinson had his moment. Now Jenkins aggressive to start this second half.
Here's Harden. He'll dawdle, then drive, and fire on Harris, and a foul on Harris.
Jenkins is one of those players that you love to
hit a couple threes with 8 points in his 13 first half minutes. Cunningham trying to get free. Thompson's got it. Duran to work on Jared Allen, clawing his way inside, and then Thompson parachutes in. Pistons are plus 14 points. Diving inside Allen. It's a rebound by Thompson. He's got 7 boards, filling every category. It's the Cunningham. Rebound inside, out of bounds.
8 in, time and time again.
Well, just looking at the stat sheet, everybody who's touched this court for the Cleveland Cavaliers have a negative next to their plus minus. And we look at Detroit, there's only one player, Tobias Harris, that has, and it's a -1. And so impact that is being made from the Pistons, from everybody who steps on their court, is being shown.
Here comes James Harden. LeVert in the way. He'll gouge his way into that Piston defense and get the 2.
And I love that James Harden is okay taking that mid-range jump shot. If that's what Detroit is going to give you, he's got to take it to get things going on the offensive end.
Cleveland had not scored from the floor in 4.5 minutes. It's LeVert, the hesitation, the jab, the feed. Shot clock at 7. Danis Jenkins setting into Harden. Rebound Mobley. Mitchell's got 13. Cunningham had it.
Yes, they're not playing well. They're down 11 right now, but the Cavs cannot play hero basketball. Continue to keep playing together, moving the ball around.
And Mitchell could not find the handle after he was open and free to fire. It's a turnover.
Their offense and loosen things up.
Cleveland has won 3 consecutive games in this series. Duran will twirl, pry his way into the paint. It's retrieved by Harden.
I don't mind that last turnover by the Cavs. They was executing, unfortunately, as Mobley goes down.
The other way, LeVert ahead for Thompson. Schroeder. Allen, shot clock at 7. Strus in the corner, 3. Rebound Duran. He has played well tonight. Another rebound, 7 of them.
The way the Cavs get back in this game is not just on the offensive end of the floor. It's down on this end right here. This is what will get the crowd back in this game, as a couple fall flops and something's happening.
Duran holding on to his knee as well. Slow to get up the other way. Strus knocked away. Playoff so far. It's Merrill. Here's a whistle. They're getting tangled up.
And Asar Thompson, a vet move.
Cleveland leads this series 3-2, trying to close it out. Cunningham, 3. It's a rebound by Harden. He'll toggle his way down court, the bump into LeVert, and
they can get to the free throw line if Detroit's not disciplined.
That creeps in for Harden.
I like what you did there, Kevin. I like that. Okay.
Durant rolled his ankle, and Duran's trying to come back in the game. He watched the 23-year LeBron James roll his ankle the other game we just did and come right back. And so let's see if this young guy can get back in his game after that rolled ankle.
It's Schroeder the other way, rejected. LeVert and then Allen twisting. Under contract this year after being on a 2-way. One of the great stories this season in the NBA. Reed driving into Allen. Shot clock at 7 as he surveys. LeVert. Shot clock at 3 over Strus. Reed had it. Tried to save it. Robinson out of bounds. Reeled in. Thompson has it. Pistons control. Reed drives hard. Barging. And scoring.
We need to go back to this play.
Holy smokes.
We have got to go back to this play.
Duncan Robinson coming, making an extra effort. And once you throw it up for a grab, and Asar is a part of anything, more than likely he's coming down with it, Kevin.
Detroit had missed 8 in a row until right there. Crossover Schroeder. Jenkins is on him. Strus on top. Harden on the wing. He's got 13 points. Oh, it's getting congested. Merrill a screen. And a foul. Harden.
But in a game right now,
Here's Harden at the line. He drills a couple. It's an 8-point game. Check in. 4.5 in the third. The 60-win Pistons, the #1 seed, led by Cunningham, out to Robinson. 3 rattles home.
and
Robinson.
You can't bring nail help off of Duncan Robinson. There's no help that you can give off of Duncan Robinson.
Well, that's Cade. He's maybe 1 for 5 in his quarter, but right there just drawing all the attention, putting the ball on the floor, making the defense react. As Merrill hit a big 3.
Under 4 to go in the third. It's LeVert driving on Schroeder. Jenkins. And back to Reed. Over Allen. Rebound Merrill. And it's Harden. Harden. And Merrill. Driving hard.
Right there, Merrill capitalizing on that matchup with Duncan Robinson going straight to the paint.
And give Jared Allen credit for screening in to allow Merrill to just walk down the paint, doing his job as a big fella.
It's Reed muscling. Rejected by Allen with a whistle and a foul with 3.5 on the shot.
Expect the ball to be in Donovan Mitchell's hands.
Oh, yeah.
And for him to make plays.
Marcus Sasser is in with LeVert, Cunningham, Reed, and Robinson. The Pistons 5.
When you got another guy that's ball dominant like James and it takes you off the ball a lot of times, these are the moments right here for like a dime where you're excited to be able to be offensively aggressive.
It's out of bounds. It's Cleveland's ball.
Settle.
Mobley 3. Rebound Strus. Schroeder 3. Rebound Pistons and LeVert. Karras the other way. And Cunningham on top.
Cade directing traffic, trying to get the matchup that he won with Merrill. You know he can't guard on one-on-one.
He's going to barge his way into the paint. He kicks it out. It's a LeVert 3. Rebound by Reed. Back to Robinson. Triple card. Big time triple.
And that's what Detroit missed in Game 5 with Duncan Robinson out with injury. Is those baskets right there.
Defense on Schroeder, who's down.
Score in the playoffs, and he told me these are the moments I dreamed of as a kid, and I'm not feeling any pressure.
Here comes a shot by Merrill. It's a 3 that's off. It's a rebound by LeVert. Out there with Durant, Cunningham with the ball, Robinson, and Sasser. That's the Detroit 5. Sasser with an incredible plus-minus tonight for the Pistons. Robinson 3. Wow!
The impact of Duncan Robinson on the floor, whether he has the ball or doesn't.
It's a Mobley 3. He'll answer at the other end.
That was needed. That was needed. I used to tell Miami, Duncan, you have one job, and he's doing that. He's doing more than one job tonight, but his job is to make shots, to make threes, and he's doing that tonight.
He's come off the bench with 14. Cunningham hard down the... Oh, that's a dribbling violation.
Let's go, coach.
It's Mitchell, sheds the D, kicks it out to Harden. Into Robinson. Mobley at 3. Rebound LeVert.
Give credit to LeVert. LeVert has played a great game as Cunningham attacks. No call for LeVert. This bench has played an incredible game so far. But the Cavs are at home and they're going to keep it coming.
Harden was going inside and a foul call. 3 games to 2. Make sure, stay tuned.
It's over with. Those plays are over with. He got to continue to keep his mind in this game. I know he's even killed, but you don't want to get into this back and forth right now. Focus on what you got to do for these next 10.5 minutes of this game.
Here comes Sasser. Merrill in the way. Sets up for the triple. Another big-time hit. He's come off the bench and put in 7.
Oh my, Candace, he's a plus 24 in this game in like 10 minutes of play.
Mitchell down the lane for 2.
And that's why he's on the floor. Sasser playing minutes here late. Was in and out of the lineup to end the season and to enter the playoffs against Toronto. But boy, he showed Coach Bickerstaff something for a reason.
Sasser got free on that 2-point shot.
This is his reason right now. I mean, just the confidence that you have. Cade Cunningham is on the floor. Donovan, that looks good. Hopefully that gets Donovan. He's Cade Cunningham.
It's a timeout taken by the Pistons. 9.5 to go in the 4th. And it goes off to Duren. And Cunningham. Wade is on him. Backpedals. 3. No. Rebound, another offensive rebound. This time inhaled by Thompson.
Ooh. Waved off Cade.
Sasser knifing his way into the paint. Stripped of the ball. Loose on the floor. Strus got bushwhacked, but he saves it. Here comes Mitchell. Into Cunningham. Oh, he tried to go up high. Could not crowbar it in. It's Jenkins the other way, and Thompson with the ball, and Sasser on top. Jenkins aims, shoots. 3, no. Strus the rebound.
The Cavs got lucky on that possession, not matching up in transition, leaving an open Jenkins in the corner.
Missing on the doorstep once, missing twice. Cunningham the rebound. Those are 2 easy baskets they missed.
But Don is forcing a little bit right now. He's trying to get it going. I know he was 4 for 13, then he made 2, so he's trying to get into the rhythm. But throw it back to Evan Mobley right there. Get to some other offense or allow him to make that shot.
Duren corkscrews for 2.
And we are seeing an active Duren today. And that is why he is in the game. We did not see Duren in the 4th quarter for many minutes.
It's the playoffs, baby.
4 minutes gone in the 4th quarter. It's James Harden. Jenkins on him. Harden on the move. Knocked away by Jordan, but then slammed in by Mobley.
I think that was a pass, Kevin.
Wow. 12-point game.
Yeah, I think that was a pass from James.
It's Cunningham. Sabering his way inside, and a foul as he hits the deck. Was bumped off. Cunningham at the strike. And tonight from Cleveland, the NBA on draw across the landscape of the NBA playoffs. Puts it in right there. 21 for him. He's averaged 30 points a game in these playoffs. And a 45-point game in one of those 7 against Orlando in the 1st round. It's Harden. And this is over Harris for 3.
But if he touches the ball with that left hand, he's able to get that patented step back, as we saw on that play right there.
7 minutes to go. Cunningham and Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. Cunningham spins, leans, no. Rebound, Duren yanked it off. Out to Harris.
Give it to him. He works hard for it.
Duren into Allen. What a great game that Duren has had. in light of how he has struggled in the postseason. 13 points and 9 rebounds for the All-Star.
They remember what you do today, Kevin, not what you did yesterday. During his playing his most inspiring game so far of this playoffs.
Harden missing. Mitchell. Interceptor. Rise and fire. No. Rebound. It's Cleveland. Cunningham on Harden. And there's a foul on Cade Cunningham. Off. Reed will come in.
Oh, he slipped in James Harden's sweat.
He did, and Harris will go unencumbered the other way. Wade slips and has got to...
No, it's been the others that have played well on the road.
Here comes Harden. LeVert is there. Shot clock at 9. It's off to Mitchell, the 3. Rise and fire, can't get it to go, and picked up inside by Reed.
Durant and Reed have played an incredible two-man game as big guys subbing for each other, coming in, and you did not see tonight at all. You don't see any drop-off when any guy goes out of the game. That's what you want from your bigs.
And Jenkins hits the J. 5.5 to go. 17 points equals the biggest tonight by the Pistons. Mobley, stagnant offense, Harden, and he's hounded by Dennis Jenkins. Now Harris, into Mobley. Lost the ball, going up, whacked and fouled. Partnership with the NBA and the NBA Coaches Association. Coaches, to get your shoes, go to Sotheby's.com/to-the-max Foundation.
If you're the Pistons right here, Kevin, you cannot take your foot off the gas. In Game 5, the Pistons were outscored 23-10 in the final 3 minutes.
Harris defended by Harden. Inside, outside, it's Reed. A lot of congestion, and the reverse is in.
Reed
and it's the biggest lead.
Reed is hooping. Just everyone on the Pistons, they're just all aggressive. And not aggressive in a way can take advantage of their opportunities.
Well, the Pistons haven't been scared of the moment. From 1 through 10, they have not been afraid of this Game 6 atmosphere.
Thompson, Jenkins, 3, can't stick it. It's picked up by Harden.
Well, besides that run that the Cavs made in the end of the second quarter to cut it to 3 points, we have not felt the Cleveland Cavaliers at all. And it's a home game where your crowd is here to help you when needed, and they have not allowed this crowd. Reed has 14 points in 14 minutes. His impact has been felt.
Wreaking havoc on the defensive end.
Reed is out, LeVert is in. Tobias
had the iPad to show him what he did wrong. Hopefully he takes that and understands that, yes, he can be aggressive, but at certain moments where he has to not let up on aggression, Candace, but he has to be a little smarter in these moments, understanding how important he is, especially to close out games.
It's LeVert picked up by Mitchell. Strus is on Cunningham. In the corner, it's a 3. Jenkins! Cans another one! And a couple treys.
And if you want to put 2 on Cade, Cade is a willing passer with the hockey assist.
Out of bounds off the Pistons shot clock.
To win this series.
Mobley to Strus, and Strus will uncork a 3. Rebound Harris. Another rebound for Harris.
Well, just once again, Candace, everybody on the Pistons roster, when you look at the plus minus, everyone is a plus. Everyone came here to do their jobs, and they did it collectively and individually.
Cunningham, second half, to make it 1 of 9, and Duran is there to clean it up and doing what he did all season long. Scoring in the paint and more paint points for the top seed Pistons. 15 points and 10 rebounds, a double-double for Duran. Harden, 3. Rebound, Duran.
Well, D-Wade, we're seeing a re-energized Duran, which is a great sign for the Pistons, possibly going into Game 7. It looks like it's all but finalized, but to be able to unlock that, what you had in the regular season, man.
Yeah, I mean, right now, obviously, still more time on the clock, but if you're the Cleveland Cavaliers, as Jenkins...
Shooter on the floor makes everything easier, and the paint is unlocked. Obviously, beyond the arc was unlocked with him being on the court, but gosh, it was a top-to-bottom effort for the Pistons.
It was, and listen, losing is never fun, but your body language towards each other will tell you a lot. This Cleveland Cavaliers team have to do one thing right now. That's stay connected. The loss today will have no impact on Game 7 if they have. And so right now, you're already preparing for what you need to do and what you have to bring when it comes to going to Detroit and coming out of there in a tough environment to win a ball game.
Keon Ellis is in the game with Thomas.
Something in your ears and don't listen to any of that. Only thing that matters is those individuals that's in that locker room and your family is the only thing that's going to get you through this and get you to the place where you feel good to come out to try to go and get a win in a hostile environment in Detroit.
Cavs have only won one game on the road in the playoffs. Lead 3, which ties this one up in a pretty bow for the Pistons.
I think that there's got to be some accountability, right? Like, you have to look yourself in the mirror and understand that there were so many plays where it was a 50-50 ball and Detroit came up with the ball. Those are things.
Move on to the finals. No one said it was going to be easy. And so here it goes. Like you said, you do got to take accountability collectively and say you are.
How about the center position tonight for the Pistons between Reed and his 17 points and Duran and his 15, a combined 32 points. And they had a combined 17. And Naquan Tomlin is at the line.
What do you think about that?
Cade, obviously, as we look at it now, he's 7 for 19. But you're looking at the entire team. Cade did not need to have his best performance tonight. But what he did do is he did start the game and lead this team early on with his offense in the beginning of this game. And then from there, the confidence that his teammates had, they knew that their star was in the building with them tonight. And they went out and they finished it.
The Pistons shot 52% from the floor. And they were plus 12 in three-point shooting. They had 8 second chance points. And now we got a little shoving here on the side as this game 6 will come to a conclusion.